So you've probably heard the phrase nice guys finish last. But what if I told you that some so-called nice guys aren't really nice at all? They're just disguising toxic traits behind a mask of politeness. In today's video, we're diving into the nice guy syndrome, why it's a huge red flag in relationships, and how to spot the difference between a genuinely good guy and someone who's just pretending. Stay tuned, because what I'm about to reveal might completely change how you see dating and relationships. Alright, let's break this down. Nice guy syndrome is when a guy believes that just by being nice, he deserves a woman's love, attention, or even a relationship. But here's the thing. True kindness isn't transactional. It's not a bargaining chip you use to get something you want. Now these guys, these so-called nice guys, they often have this distorted view of how relationships work. They think that if they do all the right things, like buying flowers, constantly complimenting, being overly agreeable, then bam, they're automatically owed a relationship. It's like they're collecting brownie points they can cash in later. But here's the kicker, folks. Real relationships aren't built on transactions. It's not about keeping score, it's about genuine connection, mutual respect, and actually liking each other for who you truly are. Signs of nice guy syndrome: he believes that doing favors automatically means you owe him. Let me tell you something, doing something nice for someone because you genuinely care is one thing, but doing it with the expectation of something in return, that's manipulation, plain and simple. He complains that women only like bad boys. This is a classic sign, folks. They play the victim, whining about how women always go for the jerks while ignoring the good guys like them. It's a way of deflecting blame and avoiding any responsibility for their own dating struggles. He's extra sweet, but only when he wants something. This is a huge red flag. You see this charm offensive when he needs a favor, wants to borrow money, or surprise, surprise, is hoping to get lucky. But as soon as he doesn't get his way, watch out, he gets angry when rejected. Now rejection is never easy, but a mature, emotionally healthy man can handle it with grace and respect. A nice guy, on the other hand, he takes rejection as a personal attack, and that's when the mask starts to slip. Now let's be clear, there are genuinely kind men out there. Men who are caring, compassionate, and respectful because it's in their nature, not because they see it as a way to get something. But nice guys, they use niceness as a strategy rather than a real personality trait. They're playing a role, hoping to manipulate the situation to their advantage. Here's where things get dangerous. The nice guy isn't just awkward or misguided. He can be manipulative and even emotionally abusive. These guys, they can turn nasty when their carefully crafted persona doesn't get them what they want. Red flags to watch for guilt tripping. I've been so nice to you. Why don't you like me back? This is a classic manipulation tactic. They try to make you feel bad for not reciprocating their feelings, as if you owe them something for their niceness. Let me tell you something, you don't owe anyone anything. Especially not your affection or a relationship. No one's entitled to your heart just because they did something nice for you. Victim mentality. Women always go for jerks instead of good guys like me. This one's all about playing the victim, avoiding any accountability for their own actions and choices. They want you to feel sorry for them, to see them as this misunderstood nice guy who just can't catch a break. But here's the deal, they're not victims. They're choosing to see themselves that way, to avoid looking at their own behavior and making any real changes. Entitlement. I paid for dinner, so why aren't we together? This is about as transactional as it gets. They believe that by doing something for you, they're entitled to something in return. It's a disturbing lack of understanding about how relationships actually work. Listen, just because someone does something nice for you, it doesn't mean you owe them a relationship, physical intimacy, or even your time and attention. You get to choose who you spend your time with and who you let into your life. Passive aggressiveness. He won't say what's wrong, but his behavior changes. This is a classic sign of someone who's unable to communicate their needs and feelings in a healthy way. Instead of talking to you directly, they resort to sulking, giving you the silent treatment, or making snide comments. And the biggest red flag? When a nice guy doesn't get what he wants, his true colors show. That mask of niceness they've been wearing, it shatters, revealing the anger, resentment, and even aggression that was lurking beneath the surface all along. You see this kind of behavior all the time online. Guys throwing tantrums, lashing out at women, all because they're not getting what they feel entitled to. It's a clear demonstration of their sense of entitlement and their inability to handle rejection in a healthy way. And let me tell you, it's not a good look. It's important to remember that this behavior isn't about you. It's not your fault that they're acting this way, it's a reflection of their own insecurities and emotional immaturity. Chapter 3, Nice Guys versus Genuinely Good Men. So how do you spot the difference between a nice guy and a genuinely good man? It's all about their intentions, their behavior, and how they treat others, not just when they want something but all the time. A nice guy acts nice as a strategy to get what he wants. Their kindness has strings attached. It's a means to an end, a way to manipulate you into giving them what they want. On the other hand, a good man is kind because it's who he is, whether or not he gets anything in return. Their kindness is genuine. It's not a performance or a strategy. They're kind to the core, and they treat everyone with respect, not just people they're attracted to. Real signs of a good man include respecting your boundaries. This is huge, folks. A good man will respect your decisions, your space, and your limits. He won't pressure you to do anything you're not comfortable with, and he'll listen when you say no. He listens without expecting anything in return. He's genuinely interested in what you have to say, and he listens to understand, not just to respond. He's present in the conversation, and he values your thoughts and opinions. He treats everyone with kindness, not just people he's attracted to. This is a big one. A good man is kind to everyone, not just the people he's trying to impress. He's respectful to waiters, kind to strangers, and he doesn't play games with people's emotions. He never pressures you into a relationship. He understands that relationships are built on mutual trust and respect, and he won't try to force anything. He's patient, understanding, and he'll let the relationship unfold naturally. Remember, if a guy is only nice when he wants something, he's not nice. He's manipulative. Real kindness isn't about getting something in return. It's about being a decent human being, treating others with respect, and showing up authentically in your relationships. Chapter 4. How to handle a fake nice guy. So what should you do if you spot a fake nice guy? How do you navigate these tricky situations? Well, I'm here to give you the tools you need to handle these guys and protect yourself. First, set boundaries. If he starts guilt-tripping you, call it out. Don't be afraid to say something like, "It makes me uncomfortable when you say things like that," or "I'm not obligated to do anything I don't want to do." Setting boundaries is crucial. You're teaching him how you expect to be treated, and you're showing him that his manipulative tactics won't work on you. Second, don't engage in debates. You don't owe him a reason for not being interested. You don't need to justify your feelings or explain yourself. No is a complete sentence. Don't get sucked into arguments about why women don't like nice guys or why you're choosing the wrong type. His behavior is his responsibility, not yours. Third, watch his reactions. If he suddenly gets mean or distant, you just confirm the red flag. Pay attention to how he responds when you set boundaries or express your disinterest. Does he get angry? Does he try to guilt you? Does he withdraw affection? These are all signs that you're dealing with a nice guy whose true colors are starting to show. Lastly, surround yourself with genuine people. True friends and partners respect you without expecting anything in return. Focus on building relationships with people who are kind, respectful, and supportive. Surround yourself with people who value you for who you are, not for what you can do for them. You deserve to be surrounded by people who lift you up, not drag you down. So now that you know the truth about nice guy syndrome, let me know in the comments. Have you ever dealt with a fake nice guy? What was your experience? If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more relationship insights. Want more dating red flag breakdowns? Check out my next video on toxic dating behaviors you need to avoid. See you in the next one.